Hi everyone, Lise here from your Abundance in Business community, from Echo You, and today I just want to share with you our Abundance in Business framework and the scorecard. So this video is a bit of a walkthrough to help you to understand why it is such a fundamental tool for our work in alignment. So I'm just going to share with you a few slides so that you can see the framework in front of you as I'm talking. So you will see here, this is our Abundance in Business approach. So here is an opportunity for you to look at this tool as a whole system snapshot across these spaces that you see of me, us, and business. So they are the three core circles that drive abundance in your life and in your business. And so on this page, you can see the big picture. Me is the calm space. Individually, if we are calm, we bring calm to our business and to our relationships, so that in that us space, we can really create that harmony between us, which of course will lead to us having a more successful business and create us more profit. And that is really important for us, of course, as well. So abundance sits right in the middle where all three overlap, and the scorecard shows how close you are to reaching that sweet spot. So we'll get to the scorecard after a couple of slides to help you just to build up to your understanding of what else is really important around this particular tool. So here's what's actually happening beneath the surface of your business, of your relationship. So your capacity that you can see here between the calm and the harmony, where those two circles intersect, is about your personal ability to show up well. Your capability is how well you work together. And your congruency is how well your business aligns with your shared intentions. So remembering that you have either two of you or more of you within your partnership. So you are multiple individuals who have your own needs, your own dreams, your own aspirations. So how is it that your business is going to serve you and not the other way around? So when you get to the scorecard, each factor that you'll score belongs to one of these dimensions. And that's why it's such a powerful tool, because it reveals emotional, structural, and relational gaps. So let's have a look at the framework that you'll actually be scoring. So you'll see there are 10 factors, and each one sits inside its circle. So in the me space and the capacity, you're looking at understanding contribution. What is it that you know about the value that you bring to your business, to your partnership and your relationships in that relational space? And knowing your values. Do you know your values? Do you know what's important to you? Because your values are your decision-making lens. Are you still pursuing your dreams? Often when we start out in business, we have ideals about what the business is going to do for us, what it's going to create, whether it's time, more freedom, more money, all of those things, or anything else that's important to you. So what are those dreams? We want you to make sure that you are not losing sight of those. And if you are, for that to be brought out as early as possible. In the us space, where you are building that capability, this is about sharing vision, aligning values, and defining roles. So to be a successful partnership in your business, you need to have that shared vision, those aligned values, and defining their roles. And that's why Align is our signature group coaching program. And that is a join anytime program. And that's the piece that we focus on when we are doing that work with you, because it's absolutely fundamental. And by the way, these elements that you see in these circles are not exhaustive of all of the things that we need to take note of, but they are the top three things in each of those spaces that when we have worked with organizations over the past 2 years very intentionally to ensure that we understand what's really important, and from what we have learned in our own relationship. So remember that Mike and I come to you very humbly in this space, knowing that our business nearly fell down in 2022, and not just our business, our relationship. So we began this very sincere, very painful process of looking at what was actually going on in our life, what was going on inside our business. And that's how these frameworks have come into being. And then with the work that we've done with individual couples and family businesses, we came to absolutely understand that these are the factors that we must pay attention to so we can support you to be able to do what you need to do around strengthening in any or all of these spaces. So in your business space where the congruency happens, this is about valuing contributions. So not just the contributions of your partnership relationship, but the contributions of your team. Who else is in your team? Because you want to be achieving your goals. That is the purpose of your organization, is to serve a customer, and how you are of service is going to support the outcomes, which are the goals that you might achieve for your customers, but also for yourself, for your team. And we, as if you're owners of your business, whether you're partners and owners or just partners, or whether you're senior leaders, you will want to be supporting your own growth and personal development so that you can support the growth and development of your team, so that you really can achieve the goals and build that great culture that will be so supportive to the work that you want to do in your organization. So together, these all create the full abundance in business picture. So on that scorecard then, so here is your scorecard. And you will see, as we walk through exactly what to do, that there are grey boxes inside each of the circles. And those grey boxes represent one of the 10 factors that we have just taken a little look at. And your job is simple. Step 1, you are going to score each factor out of 10. So ask yourself, where am I with this right now out of 10? Where am I with this right now out of 10? So when it comes to knowing my values, where am I with that? How well do I know my values? And can I score myself around that? And what is that score? So if you've explored your values before, but you aren't crystal clear, you might score yourself a 5 out of 10, for example. So do this for every factor in the me circle, in the us circle, and in the business circle. And then add your scores together. And each circle totals up to 30 points. And then you're going to score the center factor out of 10. So the central question is really important. And this is why this whole of business lens, whole of life lens as a family business partnership, it is really important, because this helps you to understand how far away from actually getting what you want from your business you actually are. So that central question, out of 10, how abundant in business do I actually feel? And then you're going to add everything together to create a score out of 100. And this number will show you where your abundance is strong, where it's restricted, and where the biggest opportunities sit. Because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the opportunities in those gaps for you to be able to improve what it is that you are doing currently in your individual space, in your relational space, your partnership space, your us space, and in your business. So our work is to support you, hold space for you, whether that's just inside the community with the free resources that are here, whether that is one of our paid options for you, which is either our Kickstarter, which is only $97, or it could be that you join our Align program. So whatever it is for you, we would be delighted to meet you on that journey. And if you would like to do work that's on a one-on-one basis, then we have our full Abundance in Business one-to-one custom program, which will support you in every one of these areas. But remember, it starts with you as an individual, because your business won't change, your relationships won't change unless you do as an individual. So once you've scored everything, spend a moment with the 2 questions that are also shown here on the scorecard. So the instructions are down the left-hand side, as you can see. But here are the questions for you to reflect on once you have completed your scorecard. How do I feel about my score? And what will I do about it? And these questions really matter, because they help you understand your emotional readiness and they highlight where change might be needed. And now your opportunity is for you to repeat the process individually. So it's both of you if you're a couple in business or partners in business, or all of you if there are more than two of you. So all of you within your partnership, within your relationship, need to be creating your own scorecard. So print a copy for each of you. We also have a link to our digital tool, which you will find attached to this video. And you will find everything that you need to be able to take you one step further around comparing your results. So this is where things get interesting, because when you're comparing results, you might find gaps and you might have different perceptions of the same areas. And these gaps aren't a problem. Remember, I've already said these are opportunities. These show where alignment is missing and where conversations need to happen. And this is why the scorecard is the foundation of everything we do, that helps you to get your satisfaction scores around how your business is actually serving you. You'll get personal insight, emotional readiness signals, clarity on your misalignment. You'll get system-wide tension indicators, but it's not about being right. It's just about being clearer, about getting clear. And once you have that clarity, you're ready for the next step. And that next step is how aligned you actually are. And we have the alignment code tool, which will support you in that. Or you can jump into the alignment map if you are watching this video from inside of our community. That is a free resource in there that will also take you to the alignment tool. So the map takes your numbers and shows you the patterns, the meaning, and the interplay between the me, the us, and the business. So if you think about the scorecard, this scorecard here as your what, and the alignment map or the alignment code tool that sits in the map as your why and what's next, that will really help you, because this is where the deeper insight begins and where you're truly able to see the bigger picture of your partnership and your business. So we can't wait to see what you discover. Mike and I are looking forward to seeing you wherever that may be, whenever that may be. Thanks heaps for listening, and looking forward to connecting with you again very, very soon. Kia ora, everyone. Big thanks.